In the case against Casey, there are 3 elected officials playing key roles in the case. A prominent political scientist tells us one in particular has the most to lose. State Attorney Lawson Lamar. West 2's Bob Keeling joins us live right now with more. And Bob, Lamar has been very quiet about his recent decision to make this a capital case.
Yeah, that's right, Martha. And that political scientist you mentioned said that the public is counting on Lamar's prosecutors at this point to gain some sort of conviction in what would be obviously one of the highest profile trials of Lamar's career, and he says there are significant political downsides if they do not.
Is a capital count.
As the man in charge of prosecuting the case against Casey, State Attorney Lawson Lamar has the most to lose politically if he is not successful. So says political scientist Aubrey Jewett.
So there's going to be enormous pressure on that office, to bring in a conviction because the majority of people think she's probably guilty of something.
In October, Casey Anthony's mother, Cindy, accused Lamar of seeking an indictment against Casey to help secure his re-election.
Lawson Lamar finally has some competition.
Lamar said the election had nothing to do with his decision to seek an indictment.
I'm glad that the agencies and the scientists have done their work and returned their work to us in good form.
Since that October 14th indictment, Lamar has consistently declined interviews about the case, but his recent decision to seek capital punishment raised the stakes even higher.
The death penalty decision is a really, really politically volatile decision. Then the cost could become an issue as well, because people will start saying, gosh, especially when you go to a death penalty case, then the costs start to rise dramatically.
Down the road, Jewett says the cost of prosecuting the case against Casey could be an obvious campaign issue if the public perceives that tax money was not well spent. Now, we mentioned there's a couple of other elected officials in this case. Judge Stan Strickland could see political gain or loss, Hewitt says, depending on how the trial goes. And then, of course, there's Orange County Sheriff Jerry Demings. But according to Jewett, he doesn't have as much at stake because much of the investigation was done on Sheriff Kevin Barry's watch. And there's one other note today. In the case against Casey, Roy Kronk, the meter reader, has filed a motion for protective order asking the judge to shield him from Jose Baez's efforts to gain access to his phone records. Kronk says what Baez wants is too broad and could be an invasion of his privacy. Kronk's lawyer says he would be open to releasing his records if Baez's request was more narrowly defined. Reporting live on the newsroom, I'm Bob Keeling, West 2 News.